What's the pressure? You will know in the end.
You sound much better today.
I love Laura Tesoro. She gets it, and she is the most improved artist of Eurovision 2016. Should we talk about her?
Let's do this!
Devin, when this song was revealed at the Belgian selection, you and I made a reaction video and we were not feeling it. Take it back to 1972, 77, where this is old school in a bad way. Even my cat is going crazy. You hear him scratching at the door. He wants out.
And we had live correspondents reporting from the Benelux region. 3 of them, and they weren't feeling it either.
No, this song just wasn't doing it for us. I think it's because it was on a small stage, and Laura is a big performer, so she needs a big stage to pull it together. We all said we loved her at the Belgian selection, but we didn't like the song. It was kind of dated and derivative, but she blew...
I really liked that. I'm not lost, I'm on
Tom
one.
Francis.
Yeah, and I liked I need to break the habit, kick the habit.
Oh, that was that Amaryllis.
Yeah.
All I know is this, when Laura showed up at Eurovision, she blew everyone away. The staging was amazing.
It was very clever, and it was on point, and it picked up pace.
Unlike Beret and Sandia, who had disco numbers,
And it.
she elevated. You felt like you were at a party. You felt like this was the place to be. It was fun. It was infectious. And may I point out, she had to open the grand final, and she still came, what, top 10?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And you kind of felt it was deserved. You didn't feel like, you know, she kind of stole someone's spot. You kind of felt, yeah.
She deserved it.
She deserved it.
And if she had gone later in the show, she could have come top 5, I suspect.
I'd like to think the running order doesn't really impact.
You'd like to think, but the reality is, if you go first, I think going first is the one spot. Like, you can be people haven't sat down. Like, I know I used to go to these parties, people show up at song 10 or 12. But if you're the first song, people see you. They don't necessarily see you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's it was, I felt bad for that, but it was a great song to open the show because it drew you in.
Absolutely. And, but was it my personal most improved? Perhaps not. I would go for Israel's Hovi Star.
Improved? Oh, this was because they revamped. They revamped the song. We had a very negative reaction the first time we heard it, and they watched our video and actually told us, yeah, you inspired us to make these changes because you weren't mean, but you were honest, and they came back with a song that killed it. I mean, it was emotional. This was drama, visceral. It had a feeling. It created an atmosphere. It was touching.
It was very touching. And yeah, I think it should have even done better, but I'm glad. The previous version wouldn't have qualified.
No, it wouldn't have. And we have to give this context. Israel, for whatever reason, in the real world, they often have very bad PR, and so it can be a challenge for them to make the final, and they made the final. That is a success.
Massive.
Because Israel faces an uphill climb.
Well, having said that, they have won the competition a few times.
When it was a jury-only vote, or predominantly a jury vote, back in the day, yes, but since then, they've suffered from non-qualification.
Oh,
it was only with Golden
Even Dana International couldn't qualify.
Yeah, in 2011, so there you go. In any event, third place on our poll went to the young Georgian Lolitas and Nisha Kosharov. This was a hugely improved performance.
Yeah.
Sasha Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah.
She knows how to stage a performance.
Oh.
This was cool.
All 4 of her acts went through and did well. So it was Lithuania, Georgia, Armenia, and...
the other one. And listen, when was the last time you can remember the United Kingdom giving Georgia 12 points?
No.
Yeah, this was good. It had a very Britpop feel. And of course, Nika lived in London and in England, so he gets the whole Britpop.
Voters don't know that though. But
it came through. This wasn't about him having lived here. It's about the influence he took home to create his own music, just to elaborate.
I have to say though, Thomas Gieson did help massively.
Oh yeah.
Because once he constructed that bridge...
Oh, that bridge was everything.
Oh!
It gave it this mania.
Yes!
Drive.
Frantic energy.
So
It's great. It's great. It's great.
And then rounding out our top 6 were Belarus, Moldova, and San Marino. San Marino, a huge grower.
Oh god.
They changed the song.
Yeah, they went disco.
Were you a fan of the change?
At the Wee Wee Jam, he performed the ballad, the
that
original
wasn't
version.
my question. Did you did he improve?
He improved. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure whether it's the song or my feelings towards it.
Yeah.
The trouble is, when you meet the stars, meeting Sirhat has to be one of the highlights of Stockholm.
He's so charming.
He's just so charming, so charismatic, so lovely. So whatever feelings you have about the song just completely dissipates. Completely just disappears.
Another grower, Lydia Isaac.
Oh!
She was good. In Moldova, people were kind of like, when she won. But then when she performed live at Eurovision, at Israel Calling, Eurovision in concert.
Wee Wee Jam!
Yes! She did an acoustic version in French, I believe.
Yes.
Every time it was stronger and stronger.
Better.
Talent, vocal.
William, you've been to Chisinau for the selection before.
And she was actually...
I seem to recall that TV studio just has really bad sound.
That TV studio is like a dilapidated garage. It honestly, they even say this themselves. I talked to the people on the delegation and they say they don't have the expensive cameras, so in dark lighting they can't convey things. Like, they have a lot of struggles in that studio, and so those of us watching the dodgy live stream of the Moldovan selection don't see the talent. They have a lot of talent in that small country. A lot. Because when I was there live, it blew my mind. And they're eccentric. What I love about Moldovans is they do it their way.
Cuckoo!
Crazy! Zadov's a dub, Christina Scarlett ripping out a blonde.
Even Lydia Isaac throws in an astronaut.
Yeah.
Who knew?
They're out of this world. Like, they literally are crazy. In a good way. This is very positive. They are creative people. And it's really lovely to see.
Pasha Paveni talking about having sex with a trumpet.
I just love it. It's post-Soviet freedom. They're taking it and running. It's been a long time, but they are still running live. In any case, Belarus, Ivan.
Oh, love him.
Hugely improved.
Oh, and you know what? For me, that should have qualified.
I agree. It looked very expensive on stage, but on TV, people say it didn't look as good. We were in the arena. Many people have told me on TV it looked cheap.
Oh, really?
Which is a shame.
I felt it told a story. It wasn't just background and LED for pretty sake. It actually had an evolution. Him as a baby and then coming back, then the wolf, then kind of having a sense of freedom and taking flight and following your dreams.
Yes.
It had a narrative. It had a visual narrative, and I
It had nudity. It had wolves. It had a baby at the end.
Yeah,
biblical.
Great.
That's biblical.
It was great.
In any event, that's what we think. What do you think? Which acts improved the most for you between the national selection or internal selection?
Who improved the most for you?
Oh, Belgium.
Okay.
Belgium.
Okay.
I mean, because as I've said, I even told her on the red carpet, I think. I didn't like the song initially, but then at Eurovision, they came with the total package. Tiny Belgium beat bigger than the Netherlands. Do you know what I mean? Like, they have consistently done better than the Netherlands recently, actually, besides 2014. They've done well. Like, Belgium gets it. Loic Natet, Laura, they managed to find these young talents and give them appropriate staging, and it's wow. But what do you think? Who improved the most for you? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you later. Bye!
Bye!
Whoa.